Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Relix, and today I'm going to do a short little video on the LA Kings, just a small little update on what's been happening. So first of all, the Kings have won their past two games now, going against the Seattle Kraken and San Jose Sharks. If you guys don't know, the Seattle Kraken lost to the Kings 5-2, in which that eliminated them from the playoffs. So, I mean, they weren't going to make it anyways, right? So let's be honest. They're not going to make it. The Wild aren't going to make it. So it is up to now the Blues to try and catch the Kings, Golden Knights, and Predators, which I don't think it's going to happen. As long as the teams are already in the playoff spots, keep playing the way they are, we're all going to make it in, and then the Blues are going to be out. So they already, dug their hole, earlier in the season. They didn't play well. There obviously was a time where the Kings were starting to come out as well, but that's in the past. We're starting to win again, albeit not the best games possible, but anything to get in the playoffs first, right? Because as soon as you get in, chances of staying, winning, anyone can win. So that's good for the Kings. Hopefully we change our mindset going into the playoffs, because right now we're not playing the best hockey, but we are playing decent enough, and we do have easy teams to play, including the Sharks, who we just beat this last night. And while we had a good start, we got 2 goals in the first period. It was horrendous to me, at least. I thought our play was horrendous in the third period. One of our worst periods, in my opinion. We almost let the Sharks come back and tie the game, if not, take the win. We were undisciplined. We were sloppy, and hopefully that's just because it was a back-to-back situation, and hopefully the Kings can fix that. But yeah, going forward, things look bright. Last night in San Jose, we actually had a first NHL goal, and it was by this guy, Akil Thomas, second round pick by the Kings quite a bit ago. I always thought the moment he got drafted, I was thinking that he would be a player that would come in and help the Kings, play a few seasons here and there. Unfortunately, he has not had the startup that we expected. He's had surgeries and has been out, significantly in the AHL. So he finally got his chance in Winnipeg a few games ago. Now, I do not appreciate the fact that we did not play Akil Thomas more than, I think it was like 3 minutes and a half or something like that. 3 minutes and a half. His family made a huge ass drive out to Winnipeg just to watch his first NHL game, and he only played 3 minutes. That's pretty sad. So I was really disappointed. Obviously, I was really disappointed in the Kings' performance. That was a terrible game, and so to see that, I was really upset. And again, I think, yes, it's coaching decision for lineups too, but I'm pretty sure higher management has something to do with it too. So again, Rob Blake's decisions on how he wants to move the players, right, and make the team, and not playing Thomas is just a big mistake. I think he's a pretty good two-way forward, and he proved it. He proved it last night. He's still needs improvement. I know that, but overall, I didn't really see anything bad, right? So congratulations to Akil Thomas for getting his first NHL goal, and it was assisted, and the play was driven by none other than Dubois. Oh my God, this guy, he got 3 assists on Moore's hat-trick goal in Seattle just the night before. And while, again, his defense is not great, still not great. Kempe's also not great. I'm partnering these two up together, Kempe and Dubois, because they have bad defense. But Dubois is definitely turning it on offensively, as is Kempe as of late. Except Kempe, he needs to score more goals. He misses the net way too much. But anyways, Dubois set up the play. He led the charge along the boards and set up the offense. He crossed the blue line, giving it to Spence on a great, decent pass. Nothing fancy, just a simple cross the blue line ice pass, and then Spence with a drop pass to Thomas for a good shot, and the shot was perfect. Great placement. And I know it's just the San Jose Sharks, but every NHL team is still an NHL team, and you got to be the best to score. And to see a Akil Thomas score with a beautiful snipe, that just tells me that he has the confidence, he has the capability to play in the NHL, and it's only his second game, in which practically is a first game because he only played 3 minutes in the first game in Winnipeg. So, and that's spread out through the first and second periods. I don't think he played the third period at all. So to see that he was able to do that in San Jose, regardless that San Jose is one of the worst teams in the league this year, it was just inspiring to me to see that finally we have someone who can come up and just go. He can help the team play both offensively and defensively. Now, I didn't really see too much defensively. However, he did get PK time, and that is something that is important to note, because that means we're not afraid to use him in more than just 5-on-5 situation. That means we are confident that he can play a bigger role even as a rookie right now going into the playoffs. So hopefully that's the case. I really hope Thomas is one of the keys going into the playoffs that adds a little bit stability on the bottom six. So here's the first goal puck picture. Very happy for him. As he said, and as Spence said during interviews, that Spence was probably more happier for him than he was for himself. So that's pretty funny. Honestly, everyone should be excited that Thomas scored. Everyone should be happy. I mean, the team was pretty happy. So I'm really excited to see what else he can do for the team going forward. But I also want to mention that, again, Trevor Moore, he did get a hat trick the other day against Seattle, and he's starting to pick it up. He now leads the team with 29 goals, I believe. So 1 goal shy of 30. And if you guys go back to my player evaluations during the summer, I did say that he can be a 30 goal scorer if the team, plays right. Him, Fiala, Kopitar, Kempe, technically Dubois should have been there too. They all should be 30 goal scorers this year. Oh, well, maybe not Kopi. That was actually unexpected. Kopi is up there as well, but he's been scoring as of late as well. Not just, making good plays, but scoring goals, and that's pretty amazing. So if we can get all that going, get 30 goal scorers, heck, Deneau, Byfield, they're supposed to be 20 goal scorers. Obviously, we have Grundstrom out as well. He hasn't been playing the best either, but if he comes back from injury and can play the way he did in the first quarter of the season, that fourth line role, if not third, second, then hopefully we can see a good playoff run, because we have the team to do it. It's just a matter of whether or not the players are putting in the effort. And that's kind of the key word I think I'm going to use for the year, is the effort. Are the players putting in the effort to play? And I'm definitely seeing an improvement from players like Dubois and Moore, Kempe, and the broadcast. We watch Bally Sports, and Fox constantly says that Fiala is proving himself, that he is constantly carrying the team on his back. He is without a doubt one of the best players on the team. His penalties, his minus, those things may not show it, but I don't deny that Kevin Fiala is definitely one of those guys who can lead the team and help them, win the Stanley Cup. And while he does have discipline issues still, and he's still going to have minor penalties, which really sucks, he makes a lot of good dangles. He makes a lot of good plays. It's actually very impressive game by game that I'm just like, oh my god, there's another good play by Fiala. Too bad they didn't score on it, or if they did, then it's like, oh my god, he made that play. Make sure he has the credit, because we need players like that. We need star players to shine and take control of the games. So just to wrap this up, just want to say Kings are heading into an easier schedule, like I said earlier. This next game is Vancouver, which is going to be the toughest battle remaining in the schedule. If we win, great. I think that would probably eliminate the Blues if the Blues lose in regulation next game. Pretty much. I don't think it's official, but pretty much, right? And obviously going forward after that, we have Ducks, Flames, Ducks again, Wild, and Blackhawks. So really easy schedule. Really, really easy. Something I do want to point out, other than the Kings though, is the other day, April 3rd, we had former King Curtis McDermott. I know this is just sidetracked, but again, I just want to wrap this video up by saying Curtis McDermott, who I loved as a king, and I wish we got him back. Honestly, if we got Curtis McDermott back instead of having to sign Andreas Englund, it would have been a perfect role. Third line pair, left D, left-handed shot, physical, fights, and can hit. Honestly, I think McDermott's much more skilled than Englund is, and we should have got him back. But of course, Rob Blake doesn't want to look back into the past. He actually went into a fight for the New Jersey Devils against New York Rangers Matthew Rempe. Wow, that was a big fight, and it wasn't just them. There was 5 fights on the drop of the puck. So 2 seconds into the game, the Rangers and Devils had a big brawl, and here we are. This was the biggest fight right here. Curtis McDermott versus Matt Rempe. And look how big. Curtis McDermott is a big guy. I think 6'5", right? Matt Rempe is 6'8", I believe. And he is just towering over McDermott. However, it was a pretty even fight, and I actually enjoyed watching it live. It was crazy. The other fights as well, it was just insane. But obviously this was the fight of the game, without a doubt. And, everyone wanted to see this, because every game that Matt Rempe is going into, he is saying a fight every game. And it's crazy that this guy is just an enforcer. He's just there to fight, and then that's it. If I looked at the box score, other fighters from the game for the Devils: Chris Tierney, Chris McDermott, what was his name? John Moreno and Kevin Ball. They fought for the Devils, and then there's one other. What is this one? Curtis Lazar, I believe, was the other guy who played and fought on that line for the Devils, in which for the first 4, they did not return to the game. They all got game misconducts at the drop. Same thing for the Rangers. Guys who got the game misconduct were Barclay Goodrow, Matt Rempe, Jacob Trouba, their captain, and K-Andre Miller. So it was quite the interesting brawl. It was an interesting line brawl. As far as the other guy who fought, I believe it was... I don't even remember. I don't remember who fought the other fight. But bottom line is, that was a crazy game. Rangers won it 4-3, and just the fact that all those fights, a line brawl took place. That was just unexpected. I don't know the reason for it, nor did I look into it, but I did care because of Curtis McDermott, and I one day hope that he becomes a king again somehow, because we could use that physicality, right? I mean, no one on our team except for England has that physicality, that that fighting spirit. So if we got someone like McDermott back instead of England, that'd be great. I'd be happy. I even have his jersey too, so I'm hoping he eventually makes his way back in, but probably not going to happen. Either way, great stuff happened in this past week in hockey, and obviously with the season coming to an end, the wild card chases in both the West and the East are closed. I'm looking for a good finish, and obviously hoping the Kings can make the playoffs. I really don't want to play the Dallas Stars where we are now in the second wild card spot. I really don't. The Kings against the Stars this season is just atrocious. I believe it's at least 4 goals against every single game. Every single game. That's sad as heck. So going into the playoffs, I want to play Vancouver. I don't even care if we play the Oilers again. I don't want to play the Stars, but that's my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think, though. Who do you guys want to see in the playoffs with the Kings? And what did you guys think of this past week? What do you guys think of Akil Thomas? Obviously, we've had plenty of rookies score this season, so good to know that the rookies are starting to pitch in a little bit here and there. Obviously, Turcotte out with a long-term injury reserve injury. Clark is back down in Ontario. Moverari is just kind of the extra guy. He only got 3 minutes last game as well, and so on and so forth. So, it sucks that we don't have all the rookies, contributing on a daily basis like other teams' rookies are. But it is good to see that they can pinch in and hopefully in the future become better NHL players. So, yeah, that's just my opinions for now. Again, we got quite a few games to go, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully Kings can pull out some wins. If I'm expecting them to win at least, 6 games, right? At least 5 of them. Vancouver, honestly, is probably the only game I'm expecting them to lose, if any. But we've played good against Vancouver this year already, so we should be able to go 6-0, right? I mean, that's just my thoughts. We have the team to do it. We have the team to win. It's just a matter of whether or not the players put in the effort. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, hit the like button, comment down below what you guys thought. Like I said, let me know what you guys think about any of the things I'm saying. And, of course, subscribe to the channel for more content. And, yeah, go Kings, go. Hopefully we keep this up. 2 wins in a row now. So, even as close as the San Jose game was, it's a good back-to-back situation that we should... I wasn't expecting goals, but I'm happy that we did get a couple and hold off for the win. So, no overtimes here. No overtimes, no shootouts. Let's go all regulation wins for the rest of the season, right? All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.